Good afternoon. I'm Chelsea Turnbull, and you are watching MediaPlex live at 1. It may cost more to have patio space in Windsor. Jonathan Hutton has more.
Windsor City Council is considering charging business owners on their patio space. This follows their decision to freeze fees back in 2015 for up to 3 years, where patio owners wouldn't have to pay anything. Now, they're considering a 25-cent charge this year, a 50-cent charge next year, and continuing to increase it up to $3 over the next 4 years.
I don't think there's anything unreasonable about the encroachment fees in general, but the fact that we went from zero and we had committed to zero for a couple more years and then sprung it on them at this point, that's where I'm saying there's a discrepancy.
February is the month of roses, romance, and robots. Reporter Dan Gray discovered this is the case for some high school students.
Robots cost money, from servos to hydraulics to transportation. Everything that Assumption Catholic Purple Raiders need for First Robotics costs dollars. Assumption is the reigning First Robotics regional champion. This year, all the teams are tasked with building a robot that can defend or attack a castle. According to Lauren Lanou, grade 11 student and business team leader for the Purple Raiders, the funds always go to good use.
It's important for our team because without the funds from our fundraising and from our sponsors, we wouldn't have the money to build the robot, to afford to go to competitions, and to afford to have a team in general.
First Robotics is a competition that is held where students construct robots to compete against one another or work in teams to achieve a goal. Eric Kuzmierczuk says companies see this as a way to cultivate the next generation of high-tech employee.
It's a program that is supported by about 3,000 companies worldwide, including half of all Fortune 500 companies like Boeing, Bombardier, Google, Microsoft, General Motors, Chrysler, you name it.
Fiat Chrysler Canada recently made a donation to the 12 local teams. According to Luann Gosling, head of communications, it's an investment that keeps students involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
So 12 local community schools were granted a $5,000 US award each this year to be used towards their programming efforts.
The regional competition will be held April 8th and 9th at the St. Denis Center at the University of Windsor. It is open for public viewing. For MediaPlex News Now, I'm Dan Gray.
Now on to weather. Rain lovers will appreciate today's light drizzle, although it will be chilly at 4 degrees Celsius. Tonight will continue with rain, but warming up to about 7 degrees. Finally, we're going to have a rocking Wednesday with the temperature at about 9 degrees and partial cloudiness. Windsor car lovers rejoice. Here now is Kenneth Bullock to tell us about the city's newest automotive display.
The Windsor Public Library's new Automotive Archive officially opened to the public Saturday evening. The collection features more than 4,000 pieces of automotive history from the early 20th century till 2015. More than 100 car lovers from around the county came out to take part in what library officials say is a first for Canada.
I've seen so many great things. Some of the early sketches from the 30s really stick out in my mind. I mean, it's stuff you just don't see. So, I mean, coming here, you learn. It just gives you the knowledge that you never know you could gain. You come, you look through different books, different displays, and it's right there at your fingertips. You can't ask for any more than that.
Local car enthusiast Jim Crichton says the collection exceeds all expectations.
It's taken a long time, but it has been said that Windsor is the car town, and it's great that this is properly being recognized now. There's no question about Windsor being the automotive capital. I don't think we need to apologize. At very least, this is where it all started. I think exhibits like this will help. Somebody's going to come in here and say, what's this all about? And say, this is interesting.
Windsor Public Library CEO Kitty Pope says many great donations have been pouring in, but they are still looking for more.
Right now, we're actually looking for photos of those first vehicles that came off the line at Chrysler. So we're hoping someone out there has those pictures.
Pope says the collection has existed in the library for about 40 years, but was released now mainly due to a generous donation of $250,000 from the Young family of Windsor. Windsorites are welcome to view, borrow, and photocopy the collection at the Olet Avenue branch during regular library hours. For MediaPlex News, I'm Kenneth Bullock.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chelsea Turnbull, and you have been watching MediaPlex live at 1.